I found the process of getting into the makeup and the bodysuit at the start of every day really, it was an additive for me. It was incredibly beneficial. It gave me just time to look over the day's work. Also, I love the makeup crew, the two mics, Stella, Crystal, Val, Bobby, who did the wig. It was a wig. I loved them all. And so we were together for 3 or 4 hours at the start of every day. And it was always great checking in with them. We'd play music. And I'd get my head ready for the day to come, The tricky stuff was just being fully encased for 13 or 14 or 15 hours sometimes during the day. And again, no bitching, no complaining. I actually didn't complain on the set. But it was an honour, but it was tricky sometimes,
Can we get a single one, Colin?
Yeah, we'll do a single one.
Thank you very much. No
Stand here at the end. Colin?
You left green.
It was definitely fun. The character was so beautifully designed, as I said, by the writers, and the work of Mike Marino creating what the penguin looks like, and Helen Huang, who did the costumes and did an extraordinary job. I mean, it really takes a village to raise a child. It took a really big village. Extraordinary crew on this, who were stood down for 5-6 months between 2 strikes in the middle of shooting. So we shot for 3 months, then there was a stand down for 5-6 months, and we came back for 3 months, and the crew were just amazing, man. So I feel like everyone owns a piece of this. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the crew tonight. Everyone worked so hard to bring it into fruition, Physical feature. His hands, because they were the only partner that was mine. So that's very, very appropriately narcissistic of me as an actor. But I don't know. He's been burdened with a couple of limitations physically that are part of his.
I mean, I'm such a Batman fan that to just be a part of this universe in any way was deeply meaningful and moving to me, because I've wanted to be a Batman villain since I was very little. So I was thrilled to be a part of something that is that iconic.
So you aspired to be a Batman villain?
As it what?
You aspired to be a Batman villain?
I sure did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, of course. Lifelong dream.
When she hits those notes, I will be lifted from my chair. I cannot.
It's so incredible. It's like a magic trick. So you almost don't expect it even when you're expecting it. You're up close and you're like, this is better than I thought. This is crazier than I thought. It's what I was surprised with. I was a little bit scared. He's got the scars on his face. He's looking at you kind of sideways. He's got he's not the most gorgeous man on the planet. To some, it's each his own, but it's a little bit scary getting looked at. And so, and he also was bigger than I thought he'd be. So all of it was so many emotions all at once. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on a series centering around Catwoman?
Centering around Catwoman, that would have been perfect. Because what do we know about Catwoman? Except that she turns into a cat, right? We don't know what kind of a life back home, how she was raised, what kind of parents. Yes, you're right, we need to start digging some truth and find out who these characters are, where they come from. Actually, that's a great idea, Cat Lady.
So, the penguin, we actually filmed that over 2 days, that scene, and I gotta be honest, I'm not...
Colin is obviously a genius, and getting to work with him, I was just saying this to another reporter, but he was never method. He once they yelled cut, he was Colin again, which I really appreciated, because I don't know if I could handle 2 days. That's the opening scene in this episode. We filmed over 2 days, and I don't know if I could have handled 2 days of the penguin. But I could certainly handle 2 days of Colin.
Obviously, there's many different approaches, and I feel like this was a really grounded approach. Oh, it was a lot of fun. I mean, Reeves' world is very detailed, and so it's real easy to sort of get into it. And Colin showed up on the set in makeup all the time, so it was really easy to imagine you were actually doing a scene with Oz Cobb, and so he was an easy guy to hate, easy guy to get mad at, which is what I do most.
Not quite a mobster. She's the mom of that was the thing that I probably went back and just touched on it. Like you would a song that you really love. I have a harder time looking at Colin Farrell in his regular face than I do in his Oz face. That's what I'm like. This can't be real. You just kind of can't believe it. At first I said, is it okay if I touch you? It was actually warm. I spent a year looking for the tell, looking for the little groove that would give it away, looking for the moment when I felt like his face wasn't completely fluid, and I never found it. So good luck finding it. It's not there.
There's a lot. Look, most CEOs, not most, but a lot of CEOs are narcissists. A lot of successful people. Very true. Well, I think, the Gotham that we explored, that Matt created in his film, is very grounded, very gritty. I think it was important to dig deeper into all aspects of Gotham and to just really make sure that it feels like a real city in the United States. And obviously we're following Oz, so we're in the seedier parts of Gotham, we're in the criminal underbelly. But I wanted to explore it in a way that it felt genuine, that it felt real, and not too over the top or too elevated.
He is back to Colin, so I didn't have to deal with 24 hours. It was pretty amazing. But yeah, so I was really
so much. We went to college together.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah, she's the best. And
Ruby?